Lights flash, the room's alive. Sound of bumpers, it's time to strive. Gather round, the stakes are high. In Pinhouse Pinball, the limit's the sky. Hands on the flipper, heart in the game. One more shot to carve your name. Flip, flip, to the top. Oh yeah, let's go. Flip, flip, give it to that me. Silver ball, it moves through me. Grab your crew, it's time to play. Feel the excitement night and day. Pinhouse Pinball, it's more than a game. Tilt and score, oh feel the fame. Oh flip, flip, light it up. Champions rise, never give up. Flip to the top. Oh yeah, let's go. Hear the cheers, it's electric fire. Sparks fly, climbing higher and higher. Chase the thrill, every roll and twist. Pinhouse Pinball, can't resist. From dawn to dusk, we chase the gleam. Together we're an unbeatable team. Spins and lights, a dazzling show. Every flicker, every flow. In the zone, our skills collide. Pinhouse Pinball, our hearts open wide. Strategy and passion, that's our blend. On this path, there's no end. Oh, flip, flip, light it up. Champions rise, never give up. Flip to the top. Oh yeah. In the spotlight, we stand tall. Every match, we give our all. Victory sweet, it's in our veins. Pinhouse Pinball, in our brains. Oh, flip, flip.
Grandpa Dad, on fishing stuff, he'd take you a core. I don't mind that. I love the core.
Yeah.
Okay. This is taking forever again. I thought we had fixed this to where...
You're never going to have a perfect run, I think. That's just how tech is.
I thought it was going to be where we had this finally where we could just get up and go and still have problems. Taking freaking half an hour because the phones on the Wi-Fi were jumping back and forth, but anyway...
Please let us know ASAP if you're watching if something goes down because we won't know for a week.
Yeah, like I guess if you're watching and anything's got problems, like we got sound problems,
we need to make that a
screen problems, any kind of stuff that you could help us out because, well, one, we're trying to get ready to leave for a tournament. I was just going to go ahead and play a little bit. We're going to go play down in Austin at a couple of tournaments. There was one yesterday, actually. There's one tonight. There'll be one tomorrow. But I thought I'd try to get on here real quick. And the other thing is now I gotta eat. So anyway, all kinds of stuff. Try to see how we do on here. Go over some of the problems with. I wonder if y'all want to hear this. to overpower hearing me talk or anything like that, but going through some of the code and the problems. So we finally got to play this on location somewhere. It was at the Free Play in Abilene, and I got to see some of the problems that people were having. We had problems to begin with too, especially behind the Sentinel. Made a mess there. Behind the Sentinel, and then on the launch of the ball, I adjusted the shooter power, and we adjusted the angle. It's a little bit steeper than I think it would suggest, which I made it to be exactly steep enough to where when you get a reject on the little infinity loop thing here and it comes back, it'll actually, if you bump it a little, it'll come back up here into the entrance to the danger room. But then also it's enough to where even if you get a slow enough entrance onto the ramp here, that it won't return. If it crosses a certain point, it'll go ahead and come. But maybe we'll be able to display some of those problems here. But I mean, mostly ours doesn't have these issues because, like I said, I think it has to do with the angle and some of the power settings. I also don't use the plunger very much, just to make sure I'm always getting a consistent launch to see how this works. That shot right there usually has problems on a lot of locations. It gets hung up in the back there because of all the parts back there. I think they got it way too busy back there.
Probably because those early production units they got first.
It could be. I know they were supposed to have some kind of fixes for these things. I don't know exactly what they are. We didn't end up getting them yet, or haven't even asked
I
for
don't
them.
now that I think about it, I don't think that applies for ours didn't have the issue.
Yeah, but does ours not have the issue because of the way we have it set up?
No, Harrison was telling me because the one at Fun was having issues, and he said that the early production models had a flaw that they fixed. Now they're having to fix the other ones that were not built correctly.
So the other thing, code update wise, I feel like has happened is they announced a bunch of stuff that they had changed with these. A lot of it being with the skill shots. But I think the other thing that they did, and they did not mention, was I think they got rid of all the perfects from when you get right here, like see it's Beast. No, that's not it. Perfect Rivalry, when you complete that perfectly, and Perfect Rescue. Those all, we completed those in prior code. I haven't seen a perfect on the game since the new code update came, and I know last night even I got a perfect Juggernaut and it didn't register. That's another shot that doesn't work really good on the other machines. I do know that the one in Abilene that we were playing, the other problem that it had with was a code problem, and it was for the scoring of the little kitty sneak-ins. They were insanely overpowered point-wise, I guess. You got way too many points for that random entrance there for Kitty Pride. But I don't know. I think ours plays extremely well.
Oh yeah.
I can't even think of issues that we have.
It's just the occasional rattle.
Yeah, I mean the occasional rattle, but I would say that has to do with you just need to shoot better. Because if you make the shot, the problem with the other ones that I was seeing is the ones that were having those issues is you just couldn't make a good shot. It didn't matter how well you shot, it was not going to go up. I would say 90 to 95% of the time, if you put the ball where it's supposed to be going, it's going to go ahead and go there. Where on those ones that had the problems, I think you were having less than a 50% chance of the ball following the path, dang it, that it was supposed to. Oh my gosh, that was dumb. Not paying attention. I guess that's the other thing that's a little different. I was saying I was trying to do this a little practice before we go, but I'm not going to be talking like this when we're playing. That was the other thing I've never gotten, even before the code updates, is I've never gotten the 5 shots for the, I can't remember, I think the time loop, the little infinity shot. I don't know if anybody's in here and they've had any experiences with X-Men's that they played that they own or on location. The other thing, this is a premium, not an LE or a Pro. Funny thing about that was we were at a tournament this past weekend, the roller plunge at Fun Amusement, a dealer of pinball machines. They sell pinball machines at their locations. They hosted a tournament for us, their 2nd annual polar plunge, and Nathan was drawn for a door prize, and he actually got a Pro translator for this, which is kind of funny. We own it, so it's sitting right there. I can grab it. I lose the ball, but hopefully that doesn't happen soon. There we go. Oh, I also got for the first time the other day Destroying Nimrod. This was something that was added in the code update. The ridiculous thing about that is I can shoot that all day, and it's not really adding a lot of points. Here's Nimrod. Oh, that's 2. Let's see. I gotta just get the set that up for this. And there we go. Wow. Nice. Ah, of course. Not gonna get enough points for that future, I don't think. See, you can't get anything. Future scoring's all messed up again too. Anyway, you guys can't see the premium one that's up there, but just the Pro Translate. And 2 of them we can interchange. Except for we also at one of the other tournaments that we play at some of our other friends' tournament that they have in Colleen at is it Hotter? Yeah, Area 254 is the location.
It's
Hotter in Texas. Hotter.
That's Rick's.
No, I know.
Heart of Texas.
Heart of Texas Pinball. Hot Texas. Hot Pinball. Gabriel or you again?
That was Gabe.
Gabe won a Translate, a premium 007 Translate.
Yeah.
So
we have it framed somewhere, don't we?
Yeah, and we got that one framed in a frame. I think that might be over at the Pinhouse. Which, if you've never watched us before, Pinhouse Pinball, what we are is we have that's good, a 2,000 square foot house that has 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms that has 35 pinball machines in it. That we've only had one major tournament there. We're trying to set up till we can have where we're having either weekly or bi-weekly local events, and then at least the annual Pinhouse Pinball tournament. But I'm gonna see if there's support enough from the community for more than that. So semi-annual, maybe have 2. They don't have to be related. Maybe there's the spring, summer and the winter ones And then if there's that support, more and more as we can. Which, speaking of support, another tournament that's coming up is the Abilene Showdown, which had their sign-ups. I'm sorry, I'm telling you about it now. You can't join in it, but you can actually come and play in the side tournaments. But the main tournament, tickets for that went up last night at 7 p.m. and it was sold out before the clock changed to 7:02. So somewhere between 1 minute and 1 minute and 59 seconds. It's going to be an 80-person tournament. I think probably only about 73 of those tickets, or 72 of those tickets, were available to the public, because hosts and any guests that they might have, and then tournament officials are usually they can reserve those tickets. But that sold out quickly, and I love to see it. DFW and West Texas a little bit. I guess we'd be considered West Texas. We're really hoping to grow the community of pinball and get it to be a big multi-city community like they have down in South Texas with Austin, San Antonio, Houston, with the various locations like the Wormhole, What's Brewing, Pinballs. They have a community there with Ray Ford. Where are some other places that we play at? What's Einstein's? The Game Preserve that we visited. We try to go ahead and travel. We travel a lot relative to what I think most people play. Like this one that we're going to, 2.5 hours. 20,
Partially, that's because we're not really close to anything.
Right, and the reason why we have to travel is because the closest thing to us is 90 miles. Arlington that we play in is 90 miles. Recently, Carpool Pinball has been putting on some tournaments every other Tuesday, Turbo Tuesday tournaments. They're 100 miles door to door for us. Abilene, our show down there, is pretty much 90 miles. When we go to Wormhole, that is actually
260.
about 4 to 4.5 hours when we go to that one. We try to make sure that when we go to Wormhole or any of the tournaments that are down in Houston way, that we're going to multi-day tournaments. Bigger Wormhole tournaments like Bayou Bash or Space City Open. That way, we're actually getting a little bit more pinball for our travel. Dang it. I absolutely hate this button in this machine. I think it works similarly to how the button works in Star Wars, but it's actually worse because it actually locks down your hand. So you can practically, and I think, only use it safely, properly, anytime you're trapped up. Because otherwise, you're just asking to lose the ball. I get a message from somebody. Cross. Looks like we just set up a new machine. I can't see what that is. Superstar? Dang it, missed that shot. Get up there. I don't remember what else I was talking about there. Just traveling and how far we go, and but anyway, kind of like what Nathan was saying, was part of the reason why we wanted to go ahead and set up location here in Stephenville, and try to grow the community as well, is to have to fill that gap of competitive pinball in this area, not just for ourselves but for others. We're just not sure how many people are going to travel, and then how many people are going to travel regularly, because there are people like us. Instantly, what comes to mind for me is Brian Krivnek. He drives all over the place. He's from Corpus Christi, so pretty much everything for him is far, because he has nothing in his pocket that Gulf south of him. So everything for him is northward. I tried to do it there, and I can't hold it long enough to make it work without risking I'm going to lose the ball, which, you know, right now, it would have been a good time for me to make that shot, or even right now, because it's set for a super jackpot. I think I got it. But I mean, that was dangerous what I was trying to do there. Oh, he got big. Is he playing that somewhere, or does he own that? Big Ben and a Superstar. Cross. I can't type and try to do all this. Yeah, he just messing with me. I don't. Let me see if I can do this. Buying is a little odd because I think Big Ben. Hi, Amiga. It's been a while since we've seen you. I dip into your streams a lot and say hi still. I know you have the completely opposite time schedule as we do. I appreciate you coming in here and saying hi. I see you in some other streams sometimes too still. Always nice to see you. Oh, just hit that right there, Grandma. Oh, that was terrible. I think I actually got a couple of extra balls. Yeah, I mean, I see you come on, like, because I'm up too in the middle of the night. Come on between 2 or 3 o'clock our time, and then but I mean, you stay on for quite a bit sometimes, because you'll still be on, like, right now. This seems to be a crazy time for you to be up. I don't know what the time difference is over there right now. I haven't checked that out. See that? Oh, well, at least it was ball safe. That shot right there is usually the one that gets rejected a lot for a lot of people, but at a high percentage. Uh-oh, I'm gonna lose it. Dang it! The dog is scratching my leg. What?
Oh, the little black pee-pee.
It's breakfast time here, 7:40 a.m. It is 2:40 p.m., 1400, 7 hours back. Easy one to figure, 7 hours back. So when I see you I'm seeing you come on, I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, 26:19. So you come on a stream sometime around 9 o'clock at night?
I'll clean that.
8, 9 o'clock at night? I didn't even think about that. For some reason, I always thought you did early morning streams. I thought it was kind of a little bit forward, but it sounds like you do evening streams. Yeah, Nathan was showing Peanut there. I was going to do the same thing, but I thought he might pee. He's a anxious peer, and I guess he did. Nathan's having to clean that up. Cross said he got those machines in trade for ATV work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They looked pretty nice. I intend on doing morning streams, but my anxiety kicks in and I don't end up streaming until much later. That makes a lot of sense. I have the same things. I definitely have to kind of not think about it too much because I will definitely get in my head. Especially when I sit here and stream for hours with nobody to talk to. So it's always awesome to have people to interact with. So I know the first time that you came on, I mean, we talked for a couple hours. I think it was one of the first streams or the first stream we did, Nathan, when Amiga came in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked to us for a long time, so that was awesome. We appreciated it. And that was a good while ago too, so the other thing I was trying to do where we were trying to stream pretty often too to be with some regularity, but it's like I look up and it's been a month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Every time it just goes by so quick. So I know that doesn't help us out. It was definitely one of your earliest, if not the first. Yep, it was cool. I think we had just on the counter there. I think we had Star Wars Pro and Iron Maiden Pro here at our house. This X-Men is the only one we have at the house. All the other machines are at Pinhouse. I mean, that was a pretty good score for just jumping in and playing. For what it is. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people get a whole lot higher scores than that. I don't know what they're doing, especially without the perfect stuff. So, I was talking about that a little bit ago. A lot of people actually are upset with X-Men because of some of their issues they're having with the build. There's a lot of hardware back here behind the Sentinel head that can cause problems with shots. It gets all hung up in there and ruins shots a lot. So any shot to the left of the Sentinel head or right, it's really hard to get. But we seem to have little to no problems. We adjusted the incline to be a little bit steeper than I guess recommended, which helps with a few things like the ball launch, some of the trajectory stuff there, some of the travel on the wire forms, and then also some of the reject shots, which I feel like, I don't know if that was by design, but if you reject out of this left loop ramp thing here, and it comes swinging back over, it comes right at this ramp. But if your incline isn't enough, it just kind of barely comes up that and then comes out. But with our incline the way it is, if you give it a little nudge, or even if you don't, it will get up there and then be able to get into the danger room, which I like it a lot. Yeah, I think a lot of people are disappointed, and one of the reasons why that is because, you know, they rushed it out. I am kind of annoyed that the code is so unfinished. They gave us a code update, but it pretty much only messed with the skill shots here that you see, which was fine. It seemed to come out relatively quickly, but it's been a long time since they've given us that update since then. With it, that other one coming out so quick, I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. Maybe they'll give us a code update at least once a month, if not quicker. But it's been a while since that update came. So now I'm hoping that the reason why it's taken a while is because they're actually working on it quite a lot. The thing that I really worry about is the way that some of these, I would almost equate it to like a rug pull in crypto and stuff like that. They're selling you this unfinished product, and they've got all the cash. So why worry about continuing to finish the product? The product's already sold. So Labyrinth seems really sensitive to the level. Used to get a lot of air balls at 2 chest. Now, see, I know you said you had a couple of, I think they were home pins and maybe a virtual. I don't remember if you had a virtual, but I thought I saw. Did you get a Labyrinth? I thought I remember you talking about that you were going to get one.
No, she had a Jurassic Park.
The Jurassic Park, yeah, but I thought, wasn't that the
And I thought,
the home
I know
one?
what you're talking about. I thought that she was talking about a Labyrinth.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Yeah, she said, yeah, the 2 home pins and Labyrinth and some 3/4 scale ones. So the cool tie-in with the Labyrinth, a lot of the people that we play with in Houston at the Wormhole and various places, they work for Barrels of Fun. So it's really cool. And they have a Labyrinth there in Wormhole. There was a Labyrinth at the Polar Plunge that we played in this weekend. So we get to play that quite a bit. I'm not familiar enough with the machine to just blow it up. A lot of people do. The Wormhole people especially, they've had a lot. And like I said, some of them are employees of Barrels of Fun, so they know what's going on. Yep. Interestingly enough, so there's also, this is a much smaller one, Turner Pinball. Are they in
I think they're
Round
Bernie.
Bernie? Is it Bernie? I thought it was Round Rock or something like that.
Bernie and Kerrville.
Okay, Bernie. Another guy that we play with. I think he's around that area. San Antonio, isn't he?
Yeah.
He works for Turner Pinball. So there's a lot of them that are in the industry, and it's really kind of interesting to be able to play with. Colin McAlpine, who we play with at some of the bigger events, and I think he's going to come to Abilene Showdown. He was working on the code. He was the lead, maybe? Code or rules person for Princess Bride for Multimorphic. Those are just ones I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there are others, and I'm sorry that I'm forgetting y'all, but you should poke me and nudge me and let me know that I forgot to mention you. Yes, Ninja Eclipse. Turner brought Ninja Eclipse to the Texas Pinball Festival 2 years ago and last year. And they also brought it to last year's Pin Masters event, our Pin Golf event. It was the 18th hole for our event there. And they had one of their employees on site, I think it was an engineer, who was taking immediate feedback on the machine there as we were playing it. So, and the guy that I mentioned a minute ago, Cross, he actually got his Ninja Eclipse delivered like a week ago or so, and he said he's really liking it. So it looked like a lot of fun. I only got to play it that one time on the 18th hole, so I didn't get to play it a lot. But I know a lot of the guys and girls in the DFW area got a chance to play it. But it was, I think they probably have made some improvements since they shipped it. I mean, I'm sure they had. Princess Bride is amazing, I think. Super good theme integration. Yes, it absolutely is. And, well, dang it. When we were playing it at TPF, I geeked out. I wouldn't say I lost my mind, but I definitely geeked out over the Cliffs of Insanity. It was so great. I was like, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. I'm so happy that someone who enters the market community. I really got my hopes up. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's like, I know there's at least 2. There might be 3 or 4 Alice in Wonderland pinball machines currently being made or being finished up. Oh my gosh! But I don't know if maybe that IP just went ahead and entered Commons or something like that, because it's funny that many people all of a sudden decided, hey, that's the theme we want to do. The other thing is about the variety of the ways that people are applying that IP. Because I know there were some people that were, I can't remember who it was that was making which one, but some people were talking about how one of them was a little bit, I guess, on the racy side. So they thought that didn't necessarily fit with, either their sensibilities or their expectations for the IP, which, I mean, I'm sure it fits with some, so they're going to sell, I would hope. Hopefully it works out for them. Just like you're saying, I love to see, just like we're talking about for competitive pinball and places to play, it's great to see people entering the market and making hardware. Right, yep. Yeah, I just didn't know how long it had been in the public domain, if, it had recently entered, and that's why people are like, you know what we should do? Alice in Wonderland just opened up. Which I think, didn't Mickey Mouse also? At least Steamboat Willie. I think that just entered public domain too. Man. Carlos is messaging some more. Needs some work. Probably a lot of work. Huh.
Unit shutdown in progress.
Yeah, that's DKX Alice Adventures in Wonderland, which uses a leftover John Popadick playfield concept with some early Zombie Yeti artwork. Huh. Which is Zombie Yeti? Did he do X-Men artwork? I think. I want to say that he did, or maybe I'm crossing him over with some other machine I'm thinking of. But I want to say that he did. Man. Oh. Oh, God, so dangerous. Thanks, man. It's interesting too. That was considerably different score for that game. Up here are speaking of kind of waves. The popularity of some of these games comes in waves. There for a while was nothing but everybody loved Godzilla. Was trying to blow Godzilla up. I guess it's just as people get tired and move on. But it's the Avengers. I like the Avengers to begin with, and I think it took a while for people. I don't know if it was a code update. I think it took a while for people to either understand the rules or get used to the rules, because it seemed to have a late popularity surge. I I know 007 actually got their code update, and that made that massively popular. That code update was amazing. That's why I hold out hope for what'll happen with X-Men. That'd be amazing if we get some really great code that will make this game great. Dang it, dang it. Because right now it is a lot of repetitiveness. There's nothing to do. Look at that, Lazarus. Oh. Get up there. Wait, there's a ball there that I wasn't aware of. Got a traffic jam up there with a scent in my finger. Oh. See, I want to clear that shot on the left there. Ah ha ha. Oh, garbage. Get it, nice. Uh-oh, I'm falling behind. Let me catch up. What's the plan? Extra ball. Get up there. I don't know. I may be on ball 3, so I'm gonna make that shot. Oh, of course. Throw it away. There's getting caught up in the hardware back there. Oh, I can't see that. I might have to go over there. Check on the computer. Let me see. It's interesting. One thing that people complain about with Jersey Jack is their unfinished code. Some of the oldest games were still incomplete. Yeah, I know. Like it seemed like Pirates of the Caribbean. When I seen it, it looks like it could have been, or it maybe is a great game. I just don't get a chance to play it that much, but it looks like it's got a lot going on. And so I don't know what the detriment is there, but since they released Avatar, they seem to have doubled down on the code for all their games, updated them, finished off final wizard modes that were left out. Ah, cool. This might be a unpopular opinion, but I was not very impressed with. Not impressed, or I just didn't like Avatar. It's pretty, but honestly, I honestly don't. I haven't given it a fair shake. It takes quite a bit for me to spend the time to be able to get to where I get to explore a game enough to give it a fair assessment. So I think that happens a lot with a lot of machines, and a lot of people, especially people who are just beginning, is it's hard to like a game that you play and it's like drain. So not that that's necessarily what happened when I was playing Avatar, but I don't think I got to explore the game as much as I could have. So I'm sure there's a whole lot there that I didn't even get a chance to judge. So I definitely probably need to get back on there and play again, give it another shot. Do you have any places nearby that you like a pinball location, or do you just have to say a prayer and maybe go by a theme that you at least know you'll like, so then you hope the gameplay follows? Which honestly, that's what we did with X-Men. But a little bit, you know, I was putting a lot of faith in the fact that Jack made Foo Fighters, and the gameplay in Foo Fighters is really great. And I was like, well, I would think that he's gonna follow up Foo Fighters with a game that's gonna be good as well, and it's X-Men, so it's like that's a no-brainer, right? Hopefully it still ends up being that way. Man, come on, I need to get that shot. There we go. Stay up there. Look at that, 2 shots in a row. Stay up there. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Such a great save there. End up losing the ball anyway. Blah. Every week someone says it needs a lot of time spent on it. It's not a pick up and play game. Nope, I live an hour from the city. And I see there are only a handful of pins. Burger Shop has Foo Fighters. And Gottlieb's Dragon. Gottlieb's Dragon. I think that's the dragon I love. I love Dragon. The cinema has Iron Maiden. And the bowling alley has the Mandalorian. I mean, that's not a bad sampling, but I mean, it's still an hour away. Is that the dragon? It has the spinner here, off center to the right, and the 4 end lanes. If that is and it's a, I think they have a solid state version, but I like the EM. But that's one I'm still trying to get. I love that game.
Y'all should be able to hear us again. I'm gonna work real quick to try to get the player back.
So Nathan got the sound back up, I think. I hope.
The sound mixer is showing, I think.
Or the player cam's out, so if he's gonna be able to get it back. I still don't see it.
Okay, the play field is doing audio, so
Okay.
I can't get to the player cam. I don't know how to do this from here.
Here, I'll get at it once I lose the ball. I mean, I would say I could do it from just trapping up, but then my arm's stuck. I can't really help. Do you want me to? Well, What's wrong with it?
I don't know. Did it die?
Yeah, it looks like it died. Is that not feeding power?
It's probably not enough power to keep up.
Switch it up and take it off of this one. Can you do it? You need me to do it.
I need a light.
Well, I mean, since it died, it was actually powering and not consuming.
I don't know what happened because it won't. Nothing's happening.
Probably just needs power.
Can y'all still hear us at least? Yeah. Do I need to get a different one, or is that just okay how it is?
Well, isn't it just going to charge here for a second and then it'll...
Well, I don't know. It might just die again. Aren't they both plugged into that same hub?
Yeah, but it might be the cord, Nathan, not the
Oh.
plug. Oh, get down there. This comes on. Yeah, it's charging, but not very fast. Jeez.
Let's get moving, X-Men.
It just shows a little lightning bolt there, but I don't see the power percentage going up. Need to get in there for the save the city. Should be the shot right here. My gosh. I don't Of course. Terrible shot. Okay, this came back on. This came back on.
Shoot again.
Okay, I think that's back on. I don't know if it's gonna be aimed right.
You already got it in the app and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back. Point it up a bit. It's focusing on something else. I'll go ahead and switch the audio.
Ain't right to keep us all waiting.
Up a little.
Up.
Yeah, because that one light shines right into it. It'll work, I guess.
Right there?
Yeah,
Is the sound right?
I think so.
Sorry about that. I hope that cord is powering it now. We may lose it again. Like I said, I only intended to get on real quick. And that's why I wanted it to where we could get on real quick. So that if we had a minute or 30, we could get on and do a quick stream instead of having to make sure we had a couple hours carved out to stream. But I gotta eat and then we gotta get on our 2.5 hour road trip to get to the tournaments.
Has been well documented.
Oh, what am I doing? Thank you, Amiga. I appreciate you sticking it out. Cammy. I don't know why I always say Amiga. I know that's the adjective for your name. Cammy.
Team, we've got a mission.
Pyro, the X-Men will not allow you to continue your assault.
Oh, that should have gone up there.
And ready to play.
Oh, terrible. So, amazing first ball, and then I'm going to lose everything. Well, I guess it wasn't the first ball. I bet you I had to play 2 extra balls there on the first ball. So, now we're on the third one. Yep. Dang it, missed that shot. Ah, punished.
Memory player errors detected.
$368, $797. What time is it? What time do we need to leave?
The future can still be saved.
When are you leaving? Okay, yeah, I guess I gotta get ready. Thank you, Cammy, for joining. Anybody else who might be lurking? Anybody else who watches after the live stream? But again, you know, hopefully we'll get back in here with more regularity. But just make sure to check in every once in a while. I'll get these uploaded to YouTube, and you can watch us play at different other streaming channels. Carpool Pinball, Wormhole Pinball. We should end up at What's Brewing at some point. I don't think Pinball streams. So tonight, we're not going to be on stream. Yeah, it was wonderful to see you again. I'll see you. I pop in, like I said, I'm up in the middle of the nights, and I can't turn this on, and people sleeping, so I usually pop in and check out what you're doing on your stream, say hi. So I'll see you again soon. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot. All right.